Only thing I can say is like the VMAs don't give what the VMAs used to give. Like I don't be knowing, like these new artists are just different. So overall, I feel like Doja Cat looks really great. So next we got Casey Musgraves, Spacey Casey. And this is my first time. I always see her on Instagram. When I see her name on Instagram, I'm like, who is Spacey Casey? Because that's my vibe. And then I actually got to hear her music last night. One, she sounded beautiful. Her music was nice. I assumed that she was like a country artist, but her sound, like the sound of the song, kind of was like a mix of like country, but just like also like super mellow. So it was something that I thought was really nice. She sounded amazing. She looked nice as well on stage, but she wore Valentino on the carpet, and I believe Lady Gaga had on a similar hat before. But I really loved the look. I thought it was really nice. It was edgy. When you say edgy, it's just so funny. I cannot think of Selena Gomez. But she looked very nice. I wasn't crazy about the dress itself, but overall as a look, it was very nice. So then we got Billie Eilish, and I'm not really sure what she's wearing because I'm on Vogue right now looking at all the looks, and if I find out, I can let you guys know. But overall, Billie Eilish did nothing for me. Like I don't even know what that really was, honestly. Like let me see if I can. I know she goes for like the oversized look and stuff, but it's just like there's like sticking to your aesthetic. I think is very important. But you know, and everybody don't gotta be fashion people. But usually she have like something that makes you say something. This just looks like art teacher. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so then we got Shawn Mendes, and they saying he in a man suit. I don't know what that is. A Judy Turner tank in David Yurman jewelry. Oh, David Yurman jewelry. You know, when I first seen him, I thought it was a woman. And I don't mean that in any negative way, because there's nothing wrong with looking like a woman as a man. I just think that the look overall just didn't read, like even the way how low the tank top fell, it almost gave like, what are those shirts called? Tube top, or like a, it just, and then the pants, and I think we have to be very mindful. Like I feel like if you were going for like that look when men used to wear like the suits that weren't as fitted, maybe the blazer should have been shorter. I don't know, can't help him. Okay, so then we have, okay, I'm not even gonna speak on anybody who I deem as the R word. But what I will say is, if I left the person out, it's probably because I don't align with the morals and values that they have. And granted, I don't know everything about everybody, but if you have to go to a camp or class to not say the N word. Okay, so then we got Jack Harlow. And it's funny because I feel like I look, he wore an outfit very similar to this earlier this year. He has on Tommy Hilfiger leather suit. I'm sure the black turtleneck is probably Tommy Hilfiger, and then the boots are by Bottega. I feel like this looks really, really nice. I just wish that the blazer was like a little more fitted, but I do know like oversized is the look, is the vibe. But I feel like sometimes, like no matter what the trend is, you have to work what works best for your body type. So, not to be heightist, but I feel like sometimes taller guys, like certain things might work better for them. And I'm not even sure if it's height, to be honest. But if something is making you look short, it's already not working for you. And then we have Normani, and she is in something called Patrick Japagas. I'm not really familiar with the brand. I seen a Twitter user said that like this was something similar to her video. I actually never saw the Wild Side video besides like clips on Instagram, so I don't remember this look. Honestly, it looks like a motherfucking sculpture. It's really beautiful. Like looking at it up close, the jacket, the shoulders on the jacket, the collar on the jacket, the cuffs on the jacket, it's perfect. And then the way this one piece wraps around her body and then it kind of comes into a skirt. This is how I feel like, because I feel like artists like Normani are always going to be subject to the Aaliyah comparisons. At first I feel like she had the Beyonce comparisons, but I feel like Chloe kind of came in and definitely like said, hold up, wait. And I feel like Normani is kind of like one of those artists who probably is sick of everybody comparing to somebody. But I feel like it's the industry you're in. Like you can't not be compared because there's a precedent. To me, as no matter what people say, they always follow the precedent. But Normani, she looked amazing. Definitely one of my favorites of the night. What I will say though is, this looks like maybe an after party outfit, maybe not for the VMAs, but overall amazing. But honestly, it was still one of the best dresses, so she probably didn't have to have on a gown. So then we got Little Miss Driver's License right here, Olivia Rodrigo, and she was wearing Versace as well. I just want to say that the dress is very simple, it's very beautiful, but what really makes this and her look so beautiful is the shape that this dress either gives her or just suits her. It looks amazing, and I think sometimes simple and beautiful goes a lot further. The earrings kind of look dated, the hair pushed back, it probably isn't as suitable for her face. I've seen her before, and I think her hair is usually like in her face, and I think that just is a lot more suitable for somebody with her face shape. So then we got, oh my god, Saweetie look like Rita Ora right here. What's crazy is Saweetie looked, this is her red carpet dress. She's in Valentino. I just want to say that Saweetie had a MAC, she had a MAC collaboration, and I seen some pictures of her on Instagram, and she looked so amazing at the MAC thing. She had like this like diamond dress, and it was like a star shape here, and it was like fitted. She looked in like maybe a ponytail that kind of like was flared out. Man, she killed that. This is very simple. She looks nice, but it doesn't look nice enough to carry like an award show. But definitely a beautiful girl, like everything. She always looks beautiful. Then we got Ed Sheeran and Versace. Nothing to say. I mean, I don't really expect much from Ed Sheeran. I'm just glad he got on some glasses. So then we got Meagan Fox in Mugler, and I heard this was a custom Mugler dress. I just want to say that she's definitely one of my favorites. I asked Twitter and Instagram like who were their favorites, and everybody was saying Megan. Other people were saying Haley. I got that a lot too. Machine Gun Kelly even looks nice right here. His suit, I won't mention the designer because like I said, I don't mention names that I feel like aren't, or people who I don't align with their morals and values. You could go look it up yourself. But the suit was nice, I will say that. It's funny though, because they was talking about like something about Doritos around the time when he had first walked on the red carpet, and he kind of looked like a sparkly Dorito, but in a good way. So then we have Haley in a Monroe gown, and the gown is just beautiful. And this is where like I feel like simplicity wins. She looks like amazing. And then we have Chloe and Marni, and I know Marni is a lot more unorthodox brand, so with that you already know you're taking a risk. The dress I thought was beautiful. I think sometimes it can be caught from all angles. I'm just not so sure how I feel about the shoe with the dress, and moreover the necklace. I really didn't understand the necklace. It looked like some zippers and then a spoon and then diamonds and then a comb, and I'm not really sure if that had like a deeper meaning, and I don't want to be ignorant, so that's why I have nothing negative to say, because I feel like if you don't understand something or you're not knowledgeable on it, you still can have an opinion, but your opinion should be one that says I'm not aware of what this is, what it meant to be, what it is speaking to, but it does look like a mousetrap. Then we have Sierra. Sierra always looks beautiful. They aren't saying what she's wearing. This I feel like she looked a lot better at the that when everybody was on the boats and stuff. But she looks nice right there as well. Who is this? Oh, this is Anita. Oh yeah, I seen her performance. She's a beautiful girl. I like her dress. I think it's very simple, and they say she's in Miss Sohi. Very nice. I think this kind of looks more like a Grammys dress. You know, Grammys was a little more upscale, not as wild and risque. But she looks nice. Avril Lavigne in Area and Crystalia. Okay, I'm not sure what Crystalia is, but I have heard of Area. Everything that Area puts out is just amazing. When I seen this, I thought it was really, really tough. It's really going to brand for her. You know, a lot of us black people, we know her from like, hey, yeah, I don't like it. And like when you think of like that era, how girls were dressed, a lot of plaids, a lot of just like very inspired by Avril. And so to see this is just like full circle, but at the same time very modern and not dated. You know what I'm saying? By the way, she looks exactly the same. Then we got my man Billy Porter. Looking sharp as ever, amazing as ever. The metallic suit looks amazing. The boots, I really can't see them right here on this photo, but I know that's kind of like a more fashion guy thing. They like the boots and stuff. They kind of look like Rick Owens, but I know they aren't. But they're pretty cool. I mean, I know that's Billy's vibe, but the way his arms come out of the jacket, that's amazing. That suit is really nice. It doesn't say who the suit is by. By the way, I'm skipping a lot of people if their outfits are just too boring to mention. So I'm not sure who Kim Petrus is, but she has on Richard Quinn in custom Bex latex. She had on like a dress that looked like it was, said I wasn't gonna say that name, but it looks like Dolce & Gabbana, like with the heavy embroidery and jewels and incrustations. It looks amazing. And then she has on like a latex American Horror Story bodysuit with the ponytail coming out of it. Like, I think that was probably one of my favorite looks of the night, to be honest with you. So I'm putting her in my so right now we got who I say so far. I said Haley or Holly, Kim Petrus. There was somebody else I said that I really liked. Oh, Meagan Fox, I think. Somebody else too. Oh, Normani, yeah. So the women once again carried everything. So then we had Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton sticks to like pretty rich girl. That's all I can say about her. Then we got Troye Sivan, and he has on the Fendi suit, and you know that suit is kind of like all over Instagram, and a lot of other brands too. They're doing like this men's crop suit, and I'm here for that era. I just got to get my six pack so I could wear a men's crop suit. What I will say though is that it reminds me of something that Marlon Wayans wore before. Oh no, I'm sorry, not Marlon Wayans, Genuine. So this isn't new. This look isn't new, and it always can be dated and, you know, predecessor to black creativity. But in regards to Troye Sivan's look, I think he looks amazing. I just am not too fond of the sock and shoe. Like, he could have wore a Bottega boot with an 8. And also the shorts could have been more fitted. Like, just go for the whole look, like, you know. Alicia Keys, I'm not really sure what she had on. I don't really know what it was about. It didn't look bad, but like she had a VMA band on and you can see it. Like, it's Alicia Keys. Like, she don't need to be wearing nothing. Like, you know who she is. Rita Ora, I'm not sure what she had on either, like in terms of the brand, but I liked it. I think it's kind of cool. Doesn't really look like a award show look, but I feel like when you've worn so many crazy outfits, it kind of gets like, what can I wear now? I never seen Charlie XCX last night, and I can't say her name without thinking Charlie XCX. Like, but beyond her like Amy Winehouse looking hair, I don't know what kind of music she make, but she got like the bump and the bouffant, you know, giving very early Beyonce vibes. This like lingerie thing is very nice. It doesn't look like it's for the VMAs. It looks more like it's for, I don't know, it's hard because we have Instagram girls on a daily basis that dress like at this level, like they're going somewhere. So when you go on these award shows and you see stuff like this, it's like Fashion Nova can have this tomorrow and it won't look any different, and it wouldn't matter if a girl had on that or Shauna Wu. Even though I don't like to discredit any designers, and I'm not saying that anything's wrong with this. This shit is tough. It just doesn't look like it's for the VMAs. Like, I can see a girl wear that to the club right now. Simone Biles, simple, boring, but I mean, that's probably not what she's here for. Cyndi Lauper, I thought that was Betsy Johnson, so that's all I'll say to that. Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian, everybody's favorite new couple. I don't have anything negative to say about their outfits. I really like them. They're really tough. Yo, like the suit with the spikes, so simple but necessary. It's bringing the era back. Like, we right back in that grungy state we was in before. Then we got Kourtney Kardashian looking amazing in this leather dress. Once again, I don't know who either of them are wearing. And mind you, this is all from Vogue. Vogue, like, y'all fashion magazine. Y'all need to know. Like, hire me, I find out. Then we got Travis and Albutega. It's funny to me that Travis is such an influence in fashion because, like, I never really see the, like, I feel like to have that much influence, you should do like 10 odd things that people haven't really done before. One thing I can say that he's brought like to mainstream is the color brown. Like the dookie brown, he just brought it mainstream, and I love him for that because I love brown. So then we got St. John, and it looks like he has on all Chanel. I don't want to be incorrect because it might just be a Mary. You know how these designers are these days. But whatever it is that he has on, besides the Chanel Pharrell sneakers, I think the suit is really nice. St. John never, like, it never seems like he's scared to try anything. He's a great musician, great writer. I think him and Beyonce were snubbed last night for not winning Best Video. Because when you put like a song like Brown Skin Girl up against anything in today's climate, it should always win. Not even because the video was dope in itself. I mean, that's a video awards, but like the message alone should win. You know what I'm saying? Okay, then we got Tinashe. It's giving early 2000s Christina Aguilera. You know, a little bit of not Zoe Kravitz. What's her mother name? Lisa Bonet. Lisa Bonet is giving early Lisa Bonet vibes. I love to link people back to the black originators, not the white predecessors. Am I saying that right? So then we got Giveon and Valentino. I seen it. I seen him up there when he won the award with the other R guy. And to me, it's just like, yo, no. I mean, I love the idea of like a suit with shorts, but like when you do stuff like this, make it fit nice. And as I always say, like, don't follow the trend, go with your gut and go with what fits you best. Because bro, like a tighter suit really would have ate, but I know that's not the vibe. Oh my god, cut off. But in short, I just feel like Giveon could have looked a lot better if he would have maybe had like a tighter suit on. Like, I don't care what trends adjust to, like, you really gotta be able to carry it. Okay, so then we got Dior. I've never actually heard of him, but he has one. They don't say who's the suit by, but the suit is very nice. It looks like a scanned something. Like, you know how you scan something, the scan is like the scanner lines, and he has in like all purple. Not too interesting. I feel like, and this is why I feel like TikTokers and people who are big off of those platforms shouldn't be invited, but I know they bring a lot of viewership, because Charli D'Amelio, I feel like her dress and even her sister's dress, they're just very boring. Like, they're dressed very boring. Even though I will say Dixie's dress it could be interesting, but I feel like sometimes you have to dress with what flatters you best. And like for some people, there needs to be an accessory, because when you already have like a very boring look, it's just not gonna do it. And then we had Busta Rhymes, who's an OG. He had on his Fendi monogram blazer. You know, I'm not opposed to it, but I don't think it helped with his homeboys in the back with like the all Dior monogram on as well. And I think if you're gonna wear any of the Dior mesh, there's no need. Like, if you're brave enough to wear a lace Dior shirt, be brave enough to wear it without something underneath. Show your nipples. Madison Beer, I actually didn't see her in this. She looks really pretty. This dress is Doja. Her dress is really pretty.
And I realized that I forgot to mention that Beyonce wore this dress. Baby, when you put the two next to each other, it's just not fair. It's not fair. She wore this in like 03. It's just not fair.
Then we got somebody named Chase Hudson. He's in Celine. Boring. We got Bia and Albutega. And I feel like Bia did exactly what she needed to do. Like, I kind of feel like these artists know like when it's their moment, when it's not. If you know you're not going up on stage, you know you're not winning nothing. It's no big celebrities there tonight that I would include as big. Like, don't get me wrong, Madonna was there, but like, that was really it. I mean, of course you got some other big artists, J-Lo, Ashanti, Doja. But it's like, other than that, it's like the GOATs weren't there. And when the GOAT's not there, the show ain't a show. So Bia did what needed to be done, you know what I'm saying? It gets very like straight off the runway, and I feel like for these award shows, you should do like more custom, not off the runway, I'm sorry, ready to wear. But, I mean, it does what needs to be done. Eazy, who usually looks like nice, he just had on Bottega, and I wasn't really feeling the look. I didn't see my girl Shay Mitchell. She looks nice. I feel like looking like this, how Shay Mitchell looks here, is perfect if you aren't a celebrity or artist. Like, just look simple and beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Fat Joe, he could have stayed home. Yo, when they brought Doja Cat out for the second time in her hosting gig after like 2 hours, and she just was like, the one and only Fat Joe. And it's like, we love Fat Joe, but it's like, what? Oh, I didn't see Winnie Harlow. I don't know. Winnie Harlow looked like she had on like some regular schmegular shit. You know, these celebrities don't really care about this award show. Oh, I never seen him. I don't know who he is. Jaden Hostler in Amiri. And you notice it has like this tweed look to it. And that's why earlier I said I didn't know if St. John had on Amiri. But Amiri's new collection, their fit is impeccable. And I think Amiri is very good at doing like that like new boxier, loose style fit. But like with fits that make sense. Like the way the pants fall on his leg, perfect. Probably one of my favorite fits for males tonight. Then he got on a shirtless. It goes with his little grungy alt vibe, I guess. Then we got this guy. I know he performed with Justin Bieber, the kid Laroi. He looks like Justin Bieber. That's disturbing. And also, he has on Converses, and they look like pretty worn, like kind of ran over, like he has fat feet. I hate Converses already, but to see him like this is the actual epitome of the reason why I hate Converses. Like, it just does nothing. But the leather on leather with the, I'm assuming, Rick Owens shades, that looks amazing. Bella Poarch, I never heard of her, but the bride of Chucky is in her casket shaking right now. Okay, then we got the one and only Ashanti. Ashanti was the first girl I seen the other night where it was like beautiful, edgy, award show vibe. You know what I'm saying? So Ashanti was definitely one of my best dressed of the night. And I don't care how nobody feel about that. I mean, Ashanti looks good. You know what I'm saying? And the only person I left off, I think, was, okay, they put him last. Lil Was X. Now he's wearing Versace, Atelier Versace. Now I hope my camera doesn't die before I say this. I want to say I love the look. I love the idea of him. So my camera died when I was talking about Lil Was X, and I was saying that I love the way the dress. I was saying I love the way the suit also takes the form of a dress from behind, like an actual gown, and the way between like the lavender, the way it's lowered on one side, and also the sparkly embellishments. It's very derived from Lil Kim. But before we get there, I mean, I'm all about honoring, the greats. And that's why I'm gonna make my next statements. But I love the look. Honestly, my only issue with Lil Was X typically is that sometimes like he'll be right at like risky and fashion, but then it just always ends up being costume. So for me, yesterday seeing the wig, the earrings, and even maybe the shoes and how like the pants fit. Like when Kim wore hers, they kind of had that exact fit, and it was like a small micro thing that I wish he would have like ignored. Like for you, he should have done like the longer thing, because it kind of like shortened him, and he looks like a pretty tall guy. He had on heels, or like a boot with a heel, so I'm sure he was even taller, but he looked kind of short in it. And I feel like when you want to be groundbreaking, you want people not to be able to question anything that you're doing, and I feel like that is achieved by making sure that it's fashion and not a costume. You know what I'm saying? And here's probably my like final issue on a situation with the Lil Was X outfit. I feel like the first, the Little Kim's iteration was designed by Misa, and that's Lil Kim's longtime stylist. That's also one of Diddy's, if Diddy's son Justin, that's his mom. But what I really want to talk about is just the fact that that's a black designer. Now I'm not sure who was working for Versace, because that does make a difference. But Versace isn't a black-owned brand, and I feel like for stuff like that, like for you to, and it's a lot of brands that do it. I've seen Saint Laurent do it. I believe Nicki even had something on by somebody before, and I think it was by a brand. It's an iconic moment, so of course it's going to be referenced. And I'm sure, I just feel like when you take something like that from a black designer, keep it in the black family. He really could have went back to Misa and maybe asked her to do it. I hear the actual outfit is like archived somewhere secretly, which is so cool to me. I love the idea of like those iconic moments being like cherished and taken care of forever. But to me, it does cheapen the outfit a little bit, not because it's Versace, but because it isn't like, it's originally by a black designer, and it would have been nothing. It would have meant so much to me if he would have, and I feel like to a lot of people it would have meant a lot if he would have, went back in that vault and pulled, not necessarily pulled her piece like Brettman did with the Cavalli Aaliyah dress, which was, the timing on that was perfect because of Aaliyah's catalog coming back to streaming, and specifically one of her albums coming back this week. Her self-titled album. So that was really tough. But I feel like Nas would have had that same effect had he maybe got Misa to design him a new iteration of the dress. nonetheless, you gotta appreciate Lil Nas X, what he's doing for the culture. And I thought it was so funny when he said, shout out to the gay agenda. I thought that was hilarious because a lot of times he gets a lot of flack for quote unquote pushing the gay agenda, and it's just like, people are either gay or they aren't. Like, I don't think you can be taught something. I think new things can open you up or make you curious to things, but with like, who is anybody to be a gatekeeper from someone exploring their sexuality? I think that just doesn't make sense. But on the flip side, yeah, I wish he would have just did without the wig, because then it wouldn't have looked like a costume, and it would have been like a straight, you know, look. You know what I'm saying? And also, I really cannot like the way the pants hit the boobs. That always bothers me. But other than that, you know, great. I'm trying to see, is there anybody else that I missed that I didn't speak on? I didn't really talk too much about the show, but I mean, I pretty much told you my opinion on the show, and I don't blame a lot of the artists for having underwhelming performances. I really blame MTV. Like, y'all should have done a Little Moon Man, and that would have been it. I gotta speak on her. Her name is Jamila Mustafa. She was the I guess like interviewer slash host that was on like the pre-show. And yo, like, no lie, one thing that bothered me about her was she kind of like shaded Lil Nas X when he was like, what do you like, do I look good? And she was like, I ain't saying I'm hating on the outfit, but let's move on. And it's like, honestly, I hated her outfit. It looks like she had on like designer ready to wear, like the stuff that you see in the store that you don't particularly buy, if that makes sense. Nonetheless, she looked beautiful though. Like, no hate there, no hate there. Flo Milli, I didn't actually see her on the show. I'm kind of sad that I didn't get to see her like actually when they recorded. Looking at her hair though on Glamour, she looks nice. Even though fuck Glamour, because what they did to Beyonce was an atrocity. But what I will say is that Flo Milli looks pretty, but that dress, I don't know, like that. I don't know. It kind of looked homemade. Let me see anybody else. Nessa looked really nice, simple, perfect for a host, pretty. Always. You know what's funny, like in stuff like this, I know people be thinking like, who are you to say anything? But one thing I've learned is people who have an opinion, whether you look like anything or not. But overall, guys, I believe that was everything I can think of, and everyone I've seen. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video for what it was. I mean, it pretty much was just me giving my opinion. I hope I gave a little bit of information, because when I watch fashion videos, I like to feel like I was learning something, but that's particularly because I care. I know sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, like a messier channel or somebody who kind of like just be like straight disrespectful and be like, a mess. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like you be thinking it, but you don't really want to say it, so I be appreciating those channels too. I just hope I meet y'all somewhere in the middle with just my honesty. But I would like to know, who do y'all think was best dressed? If you could do me a favor, if you could give me like the best dressed woman, the best dressed man, the worst dressed man, and the worst dressed woman, I would appreciate that. Or you could just keep it positive and let me know what you like. And also, because I didn't talk about it much, I want y'all to kind of like let me know what y'all thought about the show, because that probably was like one of the most bland ones I've seen. Now, don't get me wrong, like literally the highlights were like all right there in one part, and it was just like, before they were just like bland, 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 bland. And it really just goes to show you like the industry has really changed. And I know adults before me have said that, but like I feel like we had like still, and then like what I'll say is this, and this is something I was thinking about earlier when I was brushing my teeth, right? People will say like, you know, well, that times have changed, but like from even 10 years ago, the biggest artists are still the biggest artists. Like Drake dropped the album last week and has one of the biggest albums of the year. You know what I'm saying? Kanye dropped an album technically last week too, or the week prior, and it was huge. I mean, everyone, I went to one of the listening parties. Everybody went to the listening parties, or they knew about the listening parties. My point is, if you don't have Kanye, you don't have Drake, you don't have Jay-Z, you don't have Beyonce, you don't have Nicki Minaj or Rihanna, which to me is the industry, besides maybe like the white greats, which I really will only give to like Adele, and of course there's a lot of other dope artists, but like I feel like those people make the show, or Gaga, you know, like those people, they always kind of made the shows. If you don't have like Gaga, Adele, Beyonce, Rihanna, Nicki, Jay, Kanye, like they didn't even have Lil Baby or Lil Durk, and those niggas ate this year. Like, where were Like, and I get this isn't the hip hop awards, and I get the VMA scale white, but what I will never understand is when the music is big and the charts are showing who's number one, any award should reflect that. Any award show should reflect that. So, on that note, stay untouchable. Godspeed.